If you think you're safe just because you're playing on your phone, think again. Hey everyone, welcome back to AsukaPLAY channel. Today we're playing the top 10 most terrifying and best offline horror games for Android and iOS. These games will test your nerves with scary atmospheres, adrenaline chases, and the kind of jump scares that make you want to throw your phone across the room. So, turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and get ready, because once you enter these nightmares, there's no turning back. Number 10.
Create smaller alleys. Hundreds of aftershocks are being recorded since the mega earthquake occurred yesterday. A house completely destroyed by the tremor in Bhaktapur has blocked the passage.
Duddy is a psychological horror game that plays on main characters' fears. You take on the role of the main character, navigating their home in the dead of night, only to realize that something is terribly wrong. Strange noises echo through the halls, shadows move when they shouldn't, and every step forward feels like a mistake. The game offers a chilling glimpse into a much larger horror experience, filled with unsettling atmosphere and eerie encounters. Unlike typical horror games, DD doesn't rely on loud jump scares. It builds slow, creeping dread that stays with you long after you put your phone down. Number 9. No Rest Horror. In No Rest Horror, you play as David, a man trapped in a town that feels like it was ripped straight from your worst dreams. The atmosphere is thick with dread, and every street corner hides something far worse than just shadows. The enemy in this game is relentless, stalking you through alleyways and abandoned buildings, forcing you to stay on your toes at all times. You wake up in a nightmare, but this time, it's real. The controls may be simple, but the tension is anything but. With immersive sound design and an unpredictable AI, No Rest makes you feel like prey in a game of survival. And trust me, playing this one with headphones? That's when the real horror begins. Number 8. Alien. Isolation is one of the best survival horror games ever made, and the mobile version stays true to the original. The xenomorph learns from your actions, adapting and hunting you in ways that feel terrifyingly real. In space, no one can hear you scream. But on your phone, you'll be screaming plenty. With controller support and touch screen optimization, this is the definitive way to experience Alien, Isolation on the go. Just don't expect to make it out alive. Number 7. Phantom Knocks. Phantom Knocks puts you in the shoes of a ghost hunter investigating a house haunted by a spirit named Ruby. But this is no ordinary ghost hunt. Paranormal activity is completely random, meaning no two playthroughs are the same. The dead don't always stay silent. Doors slam shut on their own. Objects move when you're not looking. And sometimes, you'll hear whispers right behind you. With an unsettling atmosphere and a storyline that unravels piece by piece, Phantom Knocks is a slow-burning horror experience that gets under your skin. Number 6. The Baby in Yellow. The baby in yellow starts off innocent enough. You're taking care of a baby. Simple. But the longer you stay, the stranger things get. Objects move on their own. The baby seems unnatural. And then the real nightmare begins. It's just a babysitting job, right? With multiple chapters, eerie puzzles, and a story that keeps you guessing, this game is a roller coaster of paranoia and terror. It's not just about watching the baby, it's about surviving it. Number 5. Eleanor's Stairway. In Eleanor's Stairway, you're trapped inside an ancient church with a dark past. The deeper you go, the worse the horrors become. This game doesn't rely on cheap tricks. It uses psychological horror to mess with your mind. Some places were never meant to be explored. The whispers in the darkness, the flickering shadows, the sudden realization that something is following you. It all builds to a truly spine-chilling experience. If you think you're brave enough, step inside. But remember, some doors are better left closed. Number 4.
Hey! What are you doing out of your cage?
Witch Cry. Once upon a time, there was a witch, and she's been waiting for you. Witch Cry is a horror game that blends fairy tales with pure terror. You must escape a haunted house while being pursued by a mysterious witch whose cries echo through the halls. The puzzles in this game are just as twisted as its story, forcing you to think fast before the witch finds you. With eerie chases and AI that learns your movements, the game keeps you constantly looking over your shoulder. The moment you hear the witch whispering nearby, that's when you know you're in trouble. Number 3. The Fall, Survival. The Fall, Survival throws you into a post-apocalyptic nightmare, where the dead aren't the only thing you need to worry about. Resources are scarce, every decision matters, and every shadow could be hiding something deadly. The world has fallen, and now you're on your own. This game captures the true horror of isolation. The feeling of being completely alone in a world that's out to get you makes survival all the more terrifying. Number 2. Case 2, Animatronics. Case 2, Animatronics takes the horror of robotic nightmares to the next level. You play as Jack, a man desperately trying to escape his past while being hunted by sinister, bloodthirsty animatronics. Unlike typical horror games, this one demands strategy, hiding, sneaking, and outsmarting your enemies rather than just running for your life. They see you, they hear you, and they never stop hunting you. The tension never lets up, and every second counts. The sound of metal scraping against the floor, that means they're near. The flicker of a malfunctioning light, that might be the last thing you see. If you love games that keep your heart racing from start to finish, this one is a must-play.
Come on, son of a... Come on, son of a...
Number 1. Slender, The Arrival. Slender Man has haunted the internet for years, but in Slender, The Arrival, he's more terrifying than ever. This official mobile adaptation delivers the same gut-wrenching fear as its PC version, with eerie environments, minimal lighting, and the constant feeling of being watched. You know the legend. Now live the nightmare. With its unpredictable AI and immersive sound design, this game doesn't rely on cheap jump scares, it builds pure psychological dread. And if you think playing it alone in the dark is a good idea, well, you've been warned. And there you have it, the top 10 best offline horror games for Android and iOS that will haunt your nightmares. If you enjoyed this list, don't forget to like and subscribe for more spine-chilling recommendations. We post new videos every week, so stay tuned. And remember, just because the game ends doesn't mean the nightmares do.